what has surprised me is how slow it's been for Web 2 businesses to move across. Why is that, you think?
Well, so first, I think it depends on which territory you're looking at, right? So when you look at, for instance, the US and the West, it's definitely been slower, but it's also been slower because you've had a government in the US that's been hostile.
They want to put you into prison, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who would like, so literally sort of, like a spit token, you basically like whack, right? So you couldn't do anything, right? So that was kind of the first problem. Because I think Americans were quite keen to do stuff. All right, and I mean, you get people like for like NFT projects basically getting hunted for having sold apparently unregistered securities. Of course, now under the new chair, that's been clarified. But before, right, it was so that's one element. And then in America, we have this dangerous shift right now, where even though it is, let's call it the granddaddy of capitalism in a sense, right? The problem is that so many people, especially young people, capitalism doesn't work for them, right? And that's why you have essentially a sort of, a much more socialist agenda that's emerging because it just sounds better, right? And that's why you have, it's not just Bernie Sanders, but AOC or Mamdani, and they all trying to solve a real problem here. And they think the answer is essentially a form of wealth redistribution through a socialist agenda of sorts, right? Which you don't have to go into. But the point is, it's attractive now. But of course, it goes against some of the earliest principles of capitalism. And then tokenization is essentially digital capitalism. It's creating a financial asset out of something that is virtually yours, right? But to me, I think it's the answer to basically solving inequality and making capitalism more broader because it increases financial literacy because you have property in something.